This is Chapter 8 of our AZ-204 preparation. The focus now is deployment, CI/CD, and DevOps in Azure. Developers are not only responsible for writing code, but also for ensuring it is delivered to production reliably, securely, and repeatedly. Why is deployment important? Because applications must move from development to production without errors, downtime, or manual risks. Automated pipelines guarantee consistency and speed. Mini review. Deployment equals automation, repeatability, integration with source control, and delivery pipelines. What are the common deployment methods in Azure? Visual Studio Publish, Zip Deploy, FTP, Azure CLI, GitHub Actions, and Azure DevOps Pipelines. Why is Visual Studio Publish discouraged in production? Because it is manual, not repeatable, and hard to integrate with DevOps practices. What is Zip Deploy? It packages your app into a zip file and uploads it to app service. What is the best practice? Use automated CI/CD pipelines with GitHub Actions or Azure DevOps. Mini review. Deployment methods exist, but automation is the standard for professional development. What is GitHub Actions? It is a CI/CD automation platform integrated with GitHub repositories. How does it work? You define workflows in YAML files. These workflows specify triggers like push to main branch, jobs like build and test, and actions like deploy to Azure. What are common actions for Azure? Azure Login to authenticate, Azure/WebApps deploy to publish to app service, Azure Functions Action to deploy functions. Why use GitHub Actions? Because it is simple, integrated with source control, and widely supported. Mini review. GitHub Actions equals workflows, YAML, triggers, jobs, and deployment actions. What is Azure DevOps? It is Microsoft's platform for planning, coding, building, testing, and deploying software. What are pipelines? Automated workflows that build and deploy code. They can be classic UI-based or YAML-based. What are environments? Stages such as development, staging, and production with approval gates. When to use Azure DevOps Pipelines. When teams need advanced features, enterprise integration, and approval workflows. Mini review. Azure DevOps Pipelines equal enterprise-grade CI/CD with YAML, approvals, and multi-environment support. What is infrastructure as code? It is the practice of defining infrastructure in declarative templates or code instead of manual configuration. What options exist in Azure? ARM templates, Bicep, Terraform, and Pulumi. Why is ISC important for AZ-204? Because developers may need to provision resources alongside deployment pipelines. Example: use Bicep template in GitHub Actions to deploy app service, storage, and key vault before deploying the application. Mini review. Infrastructure as code equals ARM, Bicep, Terraform, repeatability, and automation. What are deployment slots? They are multiple environments attached to an app service. You can deploy to staging and swap into production with no downtime. Why are slots important? They allow testing in a production-like environment before go live. What is rollback? Reverting to the previous stable version if deployment fails. Slots make rollback immediate by swapping back. Exam tip: you may be asked how to achieve zero downtime deployment. Answer: deployment slots with swap. Mini review. Slots equal staging environments, safe testing, and quick rollback. What is continuous integration? The practice of merging code frequently and validating with automated builds and tests. What is continuous delivery? Ensuring code is always in a deployable state with automated pipelines. What is continuous deployment? Automatically deploying every change to production once it passes checks. What is the role of developers in DevOps? Writing testable code, defining pipeline steps, and collaborating with operations teams. Mini review. CI equals frequent integration, CD equals automated delivery, and developers are part of DevOps culture. How do you secure CI/CD pipelines? By using managed identities for deployments, storing secrets in Key Vault, and applying role-based access control. What about compliance? Pipelines should include checks for vulnerabilities, license compliance, and secure dependencies. What about approvals? Sensitive deployments should require manual approval gates before production release. Mini review. Security in CI/CD equals identities, secret management, compliance, and approvals. Scenario 1. A team needs to deploy a web app with zero downtime. Solution. Use app service deployment slots with swap. Scenario 2. A small team on GitHub needs fast automation. Solution. Use GitHub Actions with Azure Login and deploy actions. Scenario 3. An enterprise with multiple environments requires gated approvals. Solution. Use Azure DevOps Pipelines with environments. Scenario 4. A developer must provision infrastructure and deploy code in one workflow. Solution. Use Bicep templates integrated in pipeline. Mini review. Scenarios connect pipelines, slots, ISC, and automation to real exam cases. Review time. Deployment and CI/CD are essential developer responsibilities and appear in the AZ-204 exam. Deployment methods include zip deploy and CLI, but automated pipelines are the professional approach. GitHub Actions provide YAML workflows integrated with source control. Azure DevOps Pipelines provide enterprise-grade CI/CD with environments and approvals. Infrastructure as code uses ARM, Bicep, or Terraform for repeatable deployments. Deployment slots provide staging and rollback capabilities for zero downtime releases. DevOps practices include continuous integration, continuous delivery, and continuous deployment. Security in CI/CD requires Key Vault, managed identities, RBAC, compliance checks, and approvals. Scenarios test knowledge of which pipeline and deployment strategy fits best. Final message. Mastering CI/CD ensures your solutions are delivered consistently, securely, and ready for enterprise scale.